Hey.
Stop it. Okay, so what I believe to be the third installment of the Venom franchise, The Last Dance, they're going to introduce Knull, the symbiote guy. But who is he? Well, let's figure it out together. Knull existed before everything else, when it was just all darkness. The Celestials, they showed up and was like, this dead. It's dead here. It's nothing here. Let's create life. So they started making stars and planets and stuff. Knull didn't like that. He say, yo, it's not dead. I'm here. My darkness is here. What is you talking about? But they showed up with light. So only way you can get a shadow is by bringing light. So out of his shadow, he created a sword. And the first thing he did was cut off a Celestial's head with it. The Celestials didn't like that, so they banished him to the Void. The Void is perpetual darkness. He's the god of darkness. So he used the head of that fallen Celestial as a forge to build a suit of armor, a symbiote suit of armor, and a living sword called the Necro Sword or All Black or the God Killer sword. He was the strongest there, so that's why he was able to do this. So he waged war again against, the other gods, and he was doing pretty good, but he ended up losing. So since he lost, what he did was he said, I'm gonna take my symbiotes and I'm gonna bond them to lesser creatures, and that'll give me an army. He ended up having an army, and he started winning again. What happened is that one of his symbiotes was defeated by Thor, and that severed his mental link and ties to the rest of his army. And since he didn't have that anymore, he ended up, not being as powerful. And they took on other hosts, and they took on the trait of their hosts. So they wasn't completely good, but they wasn't completely bad. They learned what good and bad was because they took on the traits of their host. So Knull ended up, since the symbiotes didn't like their past, they wanted to hide it. They ended up encasing him again in a planet called Clintar, which is just a name for basically jail or a cage. So they cased him in the middle of that, and that was the end. That's the beginning and end of his story. But then, of course, he came back, and that's going to be portrayed, I believe, in the next Venom movie. And that should be all you need to know to get by. You know what I'm saying? That should be all you need to know to not be so confused when you go see Venom: The Last Dance. And if I missed anything, or if I left anything out, or if I got something wrong, just let me know in the comment sections below. But this is just short, sweet origin story of Knull. If you guys enjoyed, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that. And yeah, y'all stay true.